Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 Shadowkeep for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of Dawn intel. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be sharing with you a solo raid glitch, or more precisely, several solo raid glitches that will allow you to farm out some free raid loot every single week. I'm going to get to all that information in just one second, but first, just want to remind everybody, still doing the giveaways on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 20,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into any of these giveaways is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box below. And if you stick around to the end of the video, guys, I'll have a secret word you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, guys, stacks between all videos, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content, go back, check out something else on this channel, and do it again. Alright, guys, so free raid loot. I've covered this before, but I think it needs to be reiterated because people are just not taking advantage of this stuff, and it's right there every week. Free raid loot is right at your fingertips. Again, covered several of these things we're going to go over in this video in previous videos, but going to do it again because, well, it's worth it. So if you don't know, the Garden of Salvation raid has been pretty leaky as far as glitches go since it was actually released. The very first day, I believe, within the first hours, people realized that there's ways you can sneak into the raid and get free loot through this particular passage that I'm sharing with you on the screen right now. Very, very simple. All you have to do is run past the first boss that you face at the spawn-in point, get to this point, and then just jump across the bridge, stick to the left, high up on the map, and follow this path till you reach a basically free zone that allows you to kind of drop down. But you got to stay high up, otherwise you'll die. There's a dead zone right in the middle, so you got to stay on the left or the right side. But I prefer to stay on the left side. It just seems to be the easiest. Certainly the easiest as far as jumps is concerned. But again, just make your way along this path until you get to this point. Once you see that sort of different coloration in the rocks, you can jump down. Then turn to your right and make your way across to where you see those trees that have sort of fallen down. But what this will allow you to do, once this is all completed, is it will allow you to get the first secret raid chest. Now, the easiest thing about this is once you get to the raid chest, you can actually just have a buddy join you, load out of your character, reload in on another character, and get this chest on all three characters pretty much instantly. Couple of tricky things, obviously, but overall, very, very, very simple as far as raid loot goes and glitches to get raid loot. One of the things you're going to want to watch out for is when you get to this section right here, there is a blind wall there that you kind of have to slip past, but it's pretty easy. Just dash and dive a few times and you should get underneath it. But once you are underneath it, there is a kill zone, so you're going to have to move pretty quick. You kind of want to move around this one barrier right here in front of you, move around to the left, and then as quick as you can, make your way over this ledge and drop down. Now, once you're into this section, you kind of want to fall right where I'm showing you. There is a loading zone for the undergrowth. Once you've hit this loading zone, you just basically have to kill yourself, and you will reset into the undergrowth, which is where the secret raid chest is. Now, there used to be a method to get the second secret raid chest that involved using sticky grenades from a grenade launcher, most notably the mountaintop, to traverse up the side of a particular section so that you could get over a wall and find the chest. This has been patched, as in the fact that we don't have sticky grenades that you can actually jump on anymore. However, with heat rising and the warlock, there's still a way to get up over that wall. I might make a video on that eventually, but I actually have to do it first. But once you're over there, you can actually have a buddy join up on you and do the same thing on your other two characters as well. So only being able to do it on the warlock is still fine. But then once you get to this point, obviously this first raid chest, just loot it and have your buddies join you. Next thing I want to look at really quick, this was a clip from my buddy JB3's channel. I'm going to link his down below. This involved the Oracle offering, and essentially what this allowed you to do is get the Oracle offering on week 1 of the Curse in the Dreaming City, and then wait until week 3 to actually turn it in, and then turn it in right before weekly reset, I believe, and then wait until after weekly reset, and you would essentially get the ability to farm out that chest from the Oracle offering over and over again. And the Oracle offering, I believe, does reward certain raid gear and weapons. Maybe not the ones from the bosses, but certainly the ones you get from all the secret chests in the last Wish raid. So that's a way to farm out some raid loot. The next method, of course, is by doing the old flying bridge, no bridge glitch. Now this is most easily done on a warlock with Wings of Sacred Dawn, because you can just basically aim down sight and dash over with top tree. But it's also very easy with Titan Sword flying, and now with the World Line 0, if you have it, it's also pretty easy to do with a hunter. So all you have to do is just make your jump across this bridge. I would suggest bringing some raid banners with you so you can always get your super, so you don't have to wait on it. If you fall, of course. And then just use this method that I'm showing you right now, where you use Wings of Sacred Dawn to hold you in the air while you're scoped. And then once it wears off, use your Icarus Dash. You have a 6-second timer on your Icarus Dash. So basically, you just want to use your super to get as high up in the air as you can on the onset. And then use Icarus Dash in combination with the Tomb of Dawn to make your way across the bridge. It's very, very simple. And this will get you a free raid chest every week. Don't be afraid to do it, guys. It's so simple. Every week I've been doing this. Every week I go and I get myself some free raid armor or free raid loot. These also reward new mods, so, you know, it's good stuff. You want free raid chests? This is it. Now, the next glitch in regards to the last Wish raid, once you've gotten this first chest, is a little bit trickier. It's trickier because on certain classes, be it the Hunter and the Titan, you're not going to have the ability to, well, get quite as high up as you would from the point I'm about to show you, which is right here. As you can see, I use my super to just make my way around this side of the map, right above where the first chest can be found. And then I make my way to this point where I see water, basically. I am now officially out of the map. You can just basically follow this route around till you see the big blue dome. Now, I was doing a little exploring in this clip, so pay no mind to where I kind of look in certain spots. The place you're really going to be wanting to aim for is right by that big blue dome that you can see in front of you. Right to the left, there's a place where you can drop down and get back into the map. This will allow you to get the first chest. Now, you can do this just by going to the wish wall and queuing up the first secret chest, but this is a way where you can basically just do 2 in 1, and it's not that difficult. Again, the one thing that is a little bit tricky if you are a Hunter or a Titan is you're not going to be able to have your super that lets you get quite as far as the Warlock does. But if you do some good jumping and you're kind of clever about it, it's still fairly easy to make your way up and out of the map using the method that I showed you. Once you drop down to this section, you're going to want to make your way to this door and you'll get a loading zone. Now, sometimes you will die at that loading zone. What I suggest doing is kind of run towards the door and then immediately turn around and slide backwards. This should trigger the loading zone. Sometimes it doesn't have any trouble at all. I would say the majority of the time you're not going to have any trouble. You just kind of have to run up to the door and you will load and the whole environment will change. The bridge will be there and then you can just sort of make your way towards the first chest using the same pathing that you would have used normally if you just did the wish. But again, this is a way to get 2 for 1. the tricky thing about making that one particular jump out of the map with a hunter and a titan is there is a dead zone kind of right above where you have to land. And I've noticed when you have to make that jump, the only places you can really kind of get to, or excuse me, the only places you can really kind of make that jump from if you are a titan or a hunter is sort of right by where the dead zone is. Now, again, it's not impossible, and it might not even be that tricky if you're a skilled hunter or titan as far as doing these kind of things. Titans, I'm going to say, are probably going to be a lot easier with a sword. But you just kind of have to make sure that you're timing your jumps properly. Otherwise, you're going to hit that barrier, and you're not going to really be able to get around a specific point. Now, don't derp like I did here, because I don't know when I recorded this video. This was probably a while ago. I've been using this method for quite a while to get some free raid loot. But obviously don't follow that path and jump off the map. Just go to where you know you need to go and get that first chest. But again, you want to take full advantage of these things every week because they haven't been patched. And this particular raid has been around for over a year now. I don't think they're going to be patched. I don't think Bungie has any interest in patching them. So just go out and get yourself some free loot. Now, the next glitch I'm going to share with you guys is really more for people who are new light players or who have not bought the new expansion or maybe missing certain expansions of the game. This will allow you to get the Last Wish raid loot without actually owning that expansion or DLC, excuse me. You can actually get into the Dreaming City even if you don't own the DLC anymore, even if you're a new light player. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to load into the Dreaming City, follow the path that I'm showing you right now, get to this section, and then look for these trees over this ledge. You'll know it because there's one of those chest spawning areas. And then go through these rocks. Now, this is only going to allow you to get the first chest in the Last Wish raid. But it's still free raid loot, and you can do it on all three characters. It's not that hard of a jumping puzzle, but there are some, well, there's some more complicated areas where you kind of have to, again, get into loading zones and then get out of loading zones. But again, it's free raid loot, and this is loot that you'll be able to get only if you had the expansion normally. So if you're just a new light player and you want some of the new stuff, maybe you just want to flex on some of your friends and be like, look what I got. I didn't even buy this stuff. There you go. So I'm going to let the video play out a little bit because this is a little bit of a longer clip and there's some parts that you're going to have to just sort of observe, and I want everybody to just have time to look at everything and watch it slowly. I'll join you at the end of the video for that secret word that you can leave in the comments section to be entered in the giveaway second time for this video. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you then. So thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. Pretty straightforward here on out. You'll see the bridge. You have to hit that last load zone, but then on to the final chest. Hopefully you found this information helpful. Again, this is sort of reiteration of stuff that I've covered in the past, but maybe you've missed it. And if you're a new light player, you always want to take advantage of some loot wherever you can get it. And if you're just a normal player, you want to take advantage of as much loot as you possibly can. So for today's secret word, because we're talking about free loot, the secret word, even though it's 2 words, is going to be free loot. Leave that down in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway second time for this video. And as always, guys, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you next time. Later!